Hey, it's Hani from You Only Live Once Life and Business Innovation Style Meditation, YOLOabundance.com, and here today we're going to be talking about how you can remove energy blocks. And today we're going to be sharing about 5 ways on how you can remove energy blocks that you can stay yummy in your body, operating in your infinite possibilities, in your natural, immortal self, which is when your energy is aligned with your visions, and so that you can live an energetically aligned and joyful life. All right, so the first thing about energy blocks is that when you do have energy blocks, you might feel very unmotivated, procrastinating, anger, emotional. You might feel like you're not able to go for the goals in a smooth way possible. Things are not lining up, things are getting stuck. And so the first thing to know about how to clear them is understand when and where they arise, because if you don't become aware of when they arise and where they create themselves in triggers, in the form of triggers or other ways of igniting that response, then you're not going to be able to remove the blocks. And the easiest way to remove the blocks are actually right then and there. So step number 1 is realizing when and where they occur. Just like the plane that flew by, when they do occur, you want to pause, take a deep breath, and be able to connect to that emotion and notice if they're yours or an energy block. And so the moment you realize that they're an energy block, you can switch your mindset from being in the energy field to outside the energy field. And you really want to be able to do that to distinguish your ability to recenter yourself and remind yourself that whatever the energy is and that whatever the energy block is blocking you from your true nature, your calmness, and your infinite wisdom is not you. Now, step number 2 is understand where these energy blocks lay. So for example, if you have a goal that you want to be going for, and you are going for, especially when you're going for something that is your calling or your purpose, or understanding what is your next step in your direction, or creating that fulfilling relationship, going for that meaningful work. If you're feeling blocked, you want to understand in which dimension your blocks are. Physically, you may not be wanting to get it done. You might be procrastinating. You might be not having clarity, which is another form of energy block, like not having clarity on what it is that you want. There might be inner resistances, is another form of a block. There might be ways in which you are confused or feel doubtful of your path, or are not able to move forward with your path, or feeling like you're spinning your wheels. These are all possible blocks. So where are they? Are they in your physical field? You're not able to take that action. Are they in your mental field? Are you having cognitive, psychological dialogues going on in your head? Doubt, worry, too many options that you're debating about. Hey, like, what about this road? Wait, that one's more exciting. Wait, actually, none of these are exciting. That kind of dialogue. Are the blocks in your head? Are the blocks emotional? So whenever you think about making a change, do you feel really excited, and then suddenly the next day you are no longer excited about it and you feel like you're being dragged back? Or you feel more comfortable in your comfort zone. So it's hard for you to get over the comfort zone into that change where you can really commit to what it is that you're looking for. So where are those blocks? Emotional, physical, spiritual, or cognitive, right? And so understanding where that is going to help you drastically in identifying where specifically you can remove them. The more specific you are, the easier it is to remove them. Now, the third question and the third step is to ask questions to the blocks. So whenever you realize that you're not in an emotional state that you want to be in, you are not, you're being triggered, you're not feeling whole, you're not feeling complete, you're not feeling confident, you are not actually in your most natural state, and you're not in a place of empowerment. And when you're not in a place of empowerment, likelihood is that parts of your energy has been locked up, or they're all over the place and you're not in your center. And at this point, you got to ask the right questions. And the right questions can be something like, is this mine? Is this state mine? Is it something or someone else's? Or you can ask a whole list. We have like a list of 300 over possible blocks or questions that you can ask. And is it this, is that, is it this, is it that? So is it someone else's, somebody else's, right? All those things. So when you know it's not yours, then you can identify whose is it, why it's here, and then how you can then clear that. In order to do that, you got to be in a really clear space that you're connected to your intuition so that you can ask those questions. If you have any questions on doing that, there's a link below in which you can access some of the ways that we do it and share some of the questions or some of the steps that we do in order to support you in getting clarity around where those blockages are and what your clarity is in the moving forward. Now, the fourth thing is, once you know that the energy block is there, and once you can feel it, and it's coming on strong, just like the plane right there, then what you can do is you can look underneath it, because the symptom of it, the blockages, which is the tip of this plant, there are lots and lots of roots that go underneath it, and they might even spread across the entire earth, right? In your world, in your field, in your energetic field. And it might spread across timelines, it might spread across histories, it might spread across your past. So look underneath those blocks, because when you keep plucking out the weed from just the top of the block from an energetic standpoint, you might notice that certain blocks come back in different forms. They might come back when you're interacting with your spouse or you're interacting with your relationships. You might clear it one day, but they might come back at work, or they might come back when you least expect it. And the reason for that is not because you didn't do a good job in clearing that previously, if you're familiar with energy clearing, but it might be because you did not actually clear the root of that. And in order to do that, you got to really understand how to trace that block from an energetic perspective through time, through space, and finding it in whatever dimension, 1 to infinity, which dimension it's in, which psychological part it's in, which emotional block realm it's linked to, which physical realm it's linked to in your body, and how that affects you in all ways. And when you can realize that, you can really then clear and pull it out from every single possible place that it's in, then you can move forward and no longer get affected by that block. Now, number 5, last one, which is the most exciting one, is that once you found it, once you get a hold of it, and once you can sense it using your 5 senses, sensing where those energy blocks are, using your intuition to understand and be aware of where and why it's there, then you are able to use different methodologies, which we teach a lot, to banish them and vanquish them and deal with them, and to throw them out of your reality so they may never, ever, ever interfere with your life again. And so these are 5 different ways on how to clear energy blocks, where to find them, and what questions to ask in order to create that awareness. Lock that in, experience freedom from energy blocks so that you can once again be free, be clear, be the infinite creator that you're here to become, which is that you are capable of creating and being who you're here to be. So take these 5 steps and I'll talk to you next time. Let me know which one you resonate with the most, and if you have any other questions, comment below, click the like, and of course subscribe for much more videos on energy blocks, how to create your yummy momentum, and how to create that meaningful work life and energetic field that is yours to have. All right, see you next time.